We are going to talk about the challenge. Yeah, I am struggling. I am so sleepy. I just had a massage, by the way. But yeah, we are going to talk about episode 10. It's crazy because this is going to be a long season. They still don't know they're going to get $1 million for winning, or that the prize is going to be split is $1 million and not like 350,000. And there's still a lot of people in the house, and we're already on episode 10. So I'm thinking it may go up to like episode 17, 15. I don't know. I feel like they're going to do almost another challenge like the whole purge thing they did before to get rid of a lot of players at one time because there are a lot of players left. They keep coming back from the damn redemption house, and it doesn't really seem like we getting anywhere as far as people going home. And then Dario's still there, right? You don't even see him. Like I don't even remember him really being on the last couple episodes. Like there's a lot of people you don't see whatsoever. Like I saw something with the guy Derek. I don't even know who he is. Like he hasn't been on like no episodes either. All right. So the episode starts with Johnny and not even the episode starts. I was like, you know how your DVR records the last few minutes of the previous show until it starts recording the new show? So there was an episode of Fear Factor with Johnny and Leroy against Anissa and Laurel. I think that's right. Such a weird name, like Lauren, but Laurel. I don't know, but Johnny and Leroy win. I want to go back and watch that. I believe my DVR records Fear Factor. I haven't really been keeping up with them, but I'm gonna watch that one. Okay, so Nelson is by himself at this point because Hunter goes to the redemption house with Nicole. Hunter is pissed that Jordan has picked him twice to go up for elimination, whatever. My whole damn notebook is empty. It actually had Bad Girls Club season 16 and 17 in it, and then the challenge, and the whole notebook is empty, and it is retired. So I have a piece of paper. I didn't feel like finding a new notebook. I had a piece of paper by the couch when I was watching the show last night slash this morning at like 4 a.m. eating microwave chicken pot pie. My little sister Day got me hooked on those things. I haven't been eating them that much recently. They got a lot of sodium in them, but they're pretty good. And they like easy to make because you put it in the microwave. The small ones for like 3-4 minutes, but the big ones for like 8-9 minutes, which takes a really long time. They're actually too big. The big ones are too big. Just in case you wanted to know. I'm sleepy. I know. Let me get my mind right. Let me have a sip of water or something. I don't know if y'all saw my Snapchat yesterday. If you didn't see the Snapchat, then you might have seen the Instagram that boy stole my package. I feel really bad because the neighbor was like, yeah, they thought he was 14, whatever, and called the cops, and the cops were like, we're just going to talk to his mom, whatever, because he's a juvenile. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Comes to find out the boy is 18, so they took him to jail. And I stopped by because I found out where he lived. I stopped by his mom's house today because I was going to see if he got out yet, because I'm going to talk to that boy. I'm going to talk some sense in him because Day Day is 19. Like, this boy's 18. I'm going to be like, I don't know. I feel like he was brought into my life for a reason, not just to randomly take a Amazon package, which I got back, by the way, but I don't know. I feel like I need to have a conversation with him to figure out where his head's at, like what he's doing. Was he just like being bad and randomly did it? Is this what he does every day? I don't know, but I feel like I'm supposed to talk to him. And I don't know. I guess I'll tell you guys more about it later when I figure out exactly what I'm going to do and what I do. But I did go over there today and nobody answered the door, even though there was a car home. So I'm going to go back there tomorrow because I prayed about it and I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to go talk to this boy. I'm going to talk some sense into his head. All right. So, by the way, when they gave me my package back and stuff, they had him in the back seat and he apologized, like he was sympathetic and stuff. So I felt really bad. I want to go get him and be like, it's okay, you're gonna be okay, but you did wrong. Okay, all right. So Tony doesn't want to answer interview questions about kissing Camila on the bus, so he's basically admitting and registering in his mind that he did kiss her and not just trying to blame it on Camila and say nothing even happened. CT cooks a cake for Leroy's birthday, and I think I want Leroy to win now. I do, because Leroy's never won. Like, he's just so cool, calm, collected. Like, he's never in the drama. Like, he's a respectable person, and he's never won. So I really want Leroy to win. It says he's been on the challenge for 8 seasons. This is his first birthday there. CT won't even taste his own cake. And then later that night, we see Leroy throwing up in the bed. And apparently he used a lot of butter in that cake. And yeah, they was laughing that he was throwing up. That's bad. All right, so everybody goes on a boat trip for the day, and they're doing like backflips in the water. I have never done that. I don't think I can do a backflip. I'm not gonna try. I ain't about to be breaking my back. But yeah, apparently they can all do backflips. Like, I didn't know that everybody could just do a backflip. Maybe it's not as hard as it seems. I don't know. I'm not trying it though. All right, Bananas and Kayla are using nail glue to stick colorful feathers all over Tony's face, and that's not good. That's super glue. Like, that's not good for your skin. It might rip his skin off. Like, that's crazy. Johnny's wearing some platinum wig, and he says it looks like Tony put his head first in Toucan Sam's ass. That was kind of funny. Bananas really brought colorful feathers onto the challenge. Know he was going to use them for something. That's pretty funny. Because I guess that's against one of the rules. You don't go to bed first. Bananas, so Tony wakes up, he is pissed, and Bananas is blaming it on the girls. Tony wants to fight Bananas. He's saying he'll flip the bunk bed over. Jordan's like, hold up, let me get off first. And Bananas like, do it, then flip the bed over. Tony then, he then throws and breaks, but I think it was Bananas' bag of toiletries. Oh, he was mad. He was real mad. So of course he doesn't end up flipping the bed, but you know, Tony is freaking out. He's mad, and I really think he's using his pent-up anger with the whole Camila situation, and he's redirecting it, getting mad at this, because he's just stressed out in general, not just about the game, but kissing Camila and cheating. And then, of course, it's just like it put him over edge. You know, like when things start to happen over and over and over, and the littlest thing will happen, and then you snap. People are like, whoa, hold up, like, I didn't even, what? And it's because they got built up anger, so I feel like that's what's going on right here. Why does his arm look so big right here? It really ain't. And this thing is like backwards, so I like, every time I think this side, it's really that side, and that side's this side. You know what I mean? I look like I'm crooked. My posture. I gotta work on my left shoulder. Yeah, see? You can see it. You see how like square this left shoulder is? This is like the shoulder that I keep my purse and stuff on, like it stays on. This shoulder on this side, it does not stay on. You see how it's like going down at a slope? It falls right off. So this one, in order for this one to be like this one, it would have to be like this. You see? I don't know what's going on there. But like my right hip is a little displaced, like it's rotated forward a little bit. So like if I don't pop my back and I put my feet like straight up like this, like my right leg is shorter or longer? I think it's longer because it's rotated forward. Yes, so my right leg looked longer than the left leg. I don't know, so I think that's what's going on with his shoulder too. There's something going on. All right. Nail glue, feathers. Banana says do it. Of course it doesn't happen. And then Banana says you can do the same to me when I fall asleep and I won't break your toiletries. That's funny. They make up. They're hugging. Whatever. So TJ then asked the Redemption House who they want revenge on, and it looks like Nicole is wearing the Snapchat filter in her interview with the flowers, like her makeup's flawless. She got the flowers on her head. She looked like the damn Snapchat filter, right? Jimmy then says that she had a dream that Anissa's coming back, and she's really big into her dreams. I am too, and she's pissed, and Cara is not happy about that either. So the house is out of town. Why did I say out of town? I don't know. The whole house goes out on the town, out to eat, whatever. And of course, that ain't normal. Y'all going on a boat trip. Now y'all going like out on the town to eat. Y'all don't do that normally. Or if you do it, sometimes we don't ever see it. Because we did on All-Star Battle, we got to have like a shopping day. Girls were like running out of clothes that were there the entire time. Because that's a lot of outfits to be wearing for all these eliminations and interviews and stuff. So we did have a day where we got to go out and like have lunch and, what's it called? Oh, and go shopping and get some like clothes, whatever. I'd say it was about halfway through the season. Cause I remember Elise was there. There was a good bit, a lot of people were still there. Okay. So now they're at the Redemption House, and they have to do the challenge. They have to eat really nasty stuff. Oh, and that's funny because I wrote down I was eating my chicken pot pie. So I was eating chicken pot pie last night while I was watching this, and I saw the nasty rat heads and then the eyeballs, and the eyeballs gave me flashbacks to All Star Battle 2. And I had to pause the show. I was like, no, I got to finish my food before I watch any of this because I think I'm about to be sick. I'm eating this chicken pot pie, and I'm thinking about that nasty rat head. I can't do it. So, paused it, ate my food. And it's funny, I was talking about my chicken pot pie at the beginning of this video. So random, right? Yeah. So I ate my food, and then I press play. We see that they're eating a giant water rat, cockscomb skewers, which are the hair feather part of a chicken intestine smoothie, slimy pork nose, hard-boiled cow eyes. And I know I wrote this down later, so maybe I'll just say it later, not now. TJ says the cow eyes have eyelashes like Nicole's. That's pretty funny. They really did. They have to eat all 5 plates. So basically there's 25 of these nasty plates. They have to run up the mountain for these balls, and they either have this green thingy in it or they have a rock. If it has a green thingy in it, then they get to skip a plate. I would be praying for that little green thing. If not, they have to eat all of them each time. They're doing the challenge, and Corey is spitting, like, he's, like, throwing, he ain't even, like, leaning over to throw. He's, like, spitting it, like, right out, like, throwing straight up, like, face forward. That was disgusting. Kind of funny. Interesting way to throw up. It must have been pretty gross. So, Nicole is in the lead. And why did I put league as in, like, the NFL, the National Football League, instead of, like, lead, L-E-A-D, or, like, lead? Lead and lead is spelled the same, isn't it? L-E-A-D. Like lead, a lead pencil. Not to be confused, like led her up the mountain, L-E-D. Nicole is in the lead. Not the league. She's not playing football, okay? She's in the lead. Alright, y'all can tell I'm tired. I am like really like, I don't know. I'm like amusing myself or something. So, they have to go get the mud out of the ball. It's really, really thick. They're moving slow in it. And Corey is at the water rat first. And I wonder if they could, like, tell, like, I would have maybe shooken it up. I don't know. You just, like, rushing and eating this nasty stuff that you probably don't even think about it. But if you shake it and you hear the rock the first time, you're like, okay, that's a rock. Next time you go back, you would think you could shake it and it would sound different and you would know something else was in it. Nobody strategically did that because you could have been not eating anything because there was a lot of those emeralds in it. And imagine if you would have got like 4 emeralds and not ate anything because you were strategically shaking the balls to see what was in it. Nobody did that. Maybe you couldn't hear. Maybe they all sounded the same. They were just in such a rush to get out that mud. But you rushing to get out that mud just to be eating that nasty stuff. I'd rather be in that mud longer than eating that stuff. Kiko is such a brat. Okay. So Marie gives up, like, at the beginning. Okay, yeah, nobody cares. Nicole gets a rock. Nicole gets all the rocks. Anyways, Anissa lets Corey go by. He says, okay, so Anissa asks Corey, are you okay? And he's like, no. And then they're, like, going back. And I feel like they're in, like, a stairway or something. I don't know. They're in, like, a tight area. And he was like, I need to go by you or something. And Anissa lets him go by. And I'm thinking, like, Anissa, like, hello, like, you're not in first place right now. Nicole is ahead of you, but you're letting Corey go first. That was nice of you, but that was pretty dumb. Okay, whatever. So, when they get back to, like, the little thing, this is what I was going to say earlier. I noticed the plates aren't as big and they don't look like the display plates. Because I was like, how are they eating that whole rat? They got to eat the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Like, there's going to be teeth in there. Like, it's the whole rat. No, and even with the nose and stuff, it's actually like, yeah, it's the nose, but it's cooked and it's smaller pieces of it. And I was like thinking, how are they going to eat all this stuff? Like, this stuff wouldn't even like fit in your stomach, even if it was like pizza and spaghetti. Like, that's just too much food. But there's smaller portions on the plate. So, that doesn't seem as bad. Of course, it's probably disgusting, chewy, nasty, whatever. I still don't think any of that stuff is worse than those hissing cockroaches that you had to eat alive because they're alive and cockroaches like splatter when they die. So I'm sure everything was gross. Yeah, probably chewy, whatever, because those eyeballs I had was like real chewy. But I don't think, I still think a live bug is definitely worse than cooked nasty stuff. Because it's like mentally in your head, you know? Like, who's to say it doesn't taste as bad, but the fact that it's alive would really get to me. All right, so Nicole then pulls off her eyelashes. She's like pretty much in tears. She says, "Can I keep them? They're expensive." They put like a little thing up saying that they were $299. And does she pay $299 for her eyelashes? That is so crazy. Girl, you need to buy some Latisse. It's $200. It'll make your eyelashes grow. You won't even have to wear those no more. I mean, I guess I can't be like an advocate for them right now because I barely have mascara on, so my eyelashes don't look that long. But they work. And that $200 for Latisse lasts like a year, I guess. Something like that. And then they'll be your own eyelashes. Okay. Hunter wins. He says, "Jordan, I'm coming for you. I'm going to put my hands on you." Anissa wins. TJ tells Marie that that was pathetic. He was proud of all four of the other people, but not her. It was terrible. And she was like, "Well, I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it. I wasn't going to be able to hold down that rat. For one, you didn't even taste it. The rat probably didn't even taste as bad as some of the other stuff. I bet those eyeballs were the worst. Just because, like how Nicole said, they're so chewy. So, yeah, that was an excuse. TJ was annoyed with that. I was annoyed, too. Anissa is making jokes about a pitchfork to get the coconut milk out to Jenna. She's saying if somebody's going to say something to her about how they called her Satan, so she keeps like making these devil Satan jokes. All right, the next day or later that night, everyone is making phone calls, and I already knew this was a setup for Tony again. Of course, Tony's phone call was the last one. And Alyssa, the girlfriend back at home, says she's been crying for 2 days. She heard that he was hooking up with Camila, and he says that it is all lies. She starts to feel better, and she says, "Okay, well, I love you, Papa Bear. I'll see you soon or talk to you soon." And, of course, we know he lying. All right, next week. It looks like Derek gets punched in the face. Couldn't really tell because it couldn't tell if it was Nelson punching him in the face or if it was a girl who I believe would have been Anissa came up and kind of mushed him in the face. I don't know. It looked like Derek got punched in the face. And is that all I wrote for? I guess that's all I wrote for the next week's whatever. I thought something else interesting may have happened. I guess it was just that one fight looking thing. All right, to your questions. Bodaciously Billy says, "Who do you think in the house is the most handsome besides Bananas? And if you had to date one guy in the house, and who would it be?" The most handsome besides Bananas would be Leroy, so I guess I would date him. Yeah, I would date him. All right. Boris 78499 GG. What is your favorite moment from each of your BGC seasons? Oh gosh. Favorite moment from season 11 would be just going into the house because it was so surreal. You know, I tried out for the show 3 times, so going on to the show and then just like being there, it was so surreal. Like, oh my God, I'm in the BGC house. Like, oh my God, I'm on the show. For Battle, it was really cool because there was a lot of girls that I had seen and watched on TV, so to get to meet them in person was like a surreal feeling too. And I'm going to keep using this word surreal because being on TV, when you watch TV and stuff, it's surreal. I feel like every time that I've done it. So Battle 2 was meeting all the girls that I previously seen on TV. And season 13, I would say the same. Going into that house and it being the first and only like all-star cast, you know, it was the only like season where they had previous girls on it. That was really cool. So I remember laying in my bed and like thanking God and saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. Like, this is just so weird." And I remember I had that moment a couple times there and I'm like, I've already been here for like 3 weeks. Why am I even still like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. It's so weird. And then Marriage Boot Camp, the fact that I got the biggest room in the house, I was like, this show's going to be a lot of fun. This was a different network. Like, I was really excited about Marriage Boot Camp. All right, let's see. I know y'all like me climbing on those monkey bars. I have, like, not very much upper body strength. Like, I can lift heavy stuff. I can do, you know, like I was cutting those trees with my dad the other day, throwing them over the fence, so I've got a lot of endurance. But as far as physical strength, like, even when I arm wrestled Tiana, like, I'm not good at, like, arm wrestling. Or I'm not good at stuff like that. But as far as strength and lifting and doing things, like I'm really, really strong. I don't know why I was just talking about that. Oh, the monkey bars. Yeah, like I don't have like to pull myself up. It's really crazy. Chris underscore Bull, BUHL. Would you eat any of the food tonight on the challenge? If I was on the challenge, I would definitely eat it. I would eat all of it. And do you think this... Oh, nope. Don't time out. Why has got a timeout? Do you think... I don't know what it said. Do you think this good so worse than the food you had to eat on battle? I think it's about equal, except for the fact of the hissing cockroaches. Like I said earlier, so disgusting. I can't eat live bugs. Jay Goods, what you doing hanging out with Lindsay Lohan? Huh? What are you talking about? On that video? That's my mom. What are you talking about? Am I missing something? I don't know. Your underscore, not my type, says, who did you want to win this challenge? I wanted Corey to win. I really wanted Corey to win. I'm glad Anissa won. I kind of wanted Nicole to win just because she is like, but see, it wouldn't have caused too much chaos in the house whatsoever because Nicole's like really sweet and stuff. So I'm glad Anissa won, but I think Corey should have won. He got to get it together because, yeah, he hasn't been winning these challenges. All right. Precious underscore John. At this point, who is your favorite, least favorite player for male and female in the game? Favorite males is Bananas and Leroy. Least favorite, Derek, because you never see him. I don't know nothing about him. Female, my most and least favorite. We didn't get to see any females this time either. But female-wise, I think I really like Tori now. I'm starting to like her, even though, I don't know, I like her now. And my least favorite female would still be Camila for her drunken rants because she's always drunk and doing stupid stuff and trying to get attention. All right. Elmer.s16 says, which dish could you have eaten the fastest and the slowest and not eaten at all? I would eat all of them. Definitely the slowest would have been the chewy eyeballs because, being able to break it and then swallow it. I don't know. I've been chugging a lot of water and like swallowed it whole. And the one I would eat first, I don't know if I'd want, no, I wouldn't eat the smoothie first because that's all that liquid. I probably would have done that last like Anissa did because like running around with all that liquid in you. Maybe the skewer. Ew, the nose. I don't know. I don't want to pick. It's so disgusting. Diamond.Dallas. Thank you. I love you too. All right. I am underscore CJ. Are you at the boardwalk in Fort Walton? Yes, I was. Trez underscore boy. Out of the guys remaining, who would you marry, fuck, and kill? Where have I seen these questions before? I don't know. All right. I will marry Leroy. I don't like the F word. Hold on. I would, if I had to pick somebody to sleep with, well, I'm going to sleep with the person I have to marry, but can you not do that? Does it have to be somebody completely different? Okay, if it could be the same, I would say Leroy, because I don't want to sleep with somebody else that I'm going to marry, and then they know each other. Like, that's really weird. That's, like, against the rules. Like, you don't do that. You can't sleep with a friend. I can't sleep with your friend and then marry you. Anyways, but if not, it would be Bananas and kill. Oh, such a harsh word. We'll just go with Derek because, like I said, I haven't even seen him. I don't like that question. Everything sounds so vulgar. Right. Let's see. Yeah, that's so funny. The prankster prince, you caught what I said. Yeah, I knew I could do this because I literally said, I can't do that. And then I go, I knew I could do this. Like, what? It sounds so stupid. Underscore Kayla, when your eye got scratched on season 11, how did you remove the scratch under your eye? The ones that was like in my eye, because it was like her fingernails were in my tear duct. It was actually ripped from the inside, so they were like blood marks. But I didn't have an outside scratch from season 11. I had an outside scratch from season 13 right here that was bleeding, and I put some scar cream on it. It ended up going away, and vitamin E and scar cream. It went away. All right, Audrey.Turner says, who do you think will win the challenge? P.S. I'm a big fan. Thank you. Before somebody said Tori, and I was like, no, I don't really care for Tori, but I kind of do want her to win. I definitely want her to be in top 3. Maybe not necessarily win. Ideally, I would want Leroy first, Bananas second, and then Tori third. That's who I want to win. All right, with that being said, guys, I am going to go take a nap because I am, for some reason, so exhausted. And Kiko already sleeping underneath me. He got a head start on me. He is making me mad. So I will see you guys next week. Night night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.